All right, so I'm back again for the final step. We're actually going to put the coating on now. First we got to do one last thing. We're going to wipe the car down with a solution that I mixed up, and it's half and half IP alcohol and water. That's going to take out any last little bit of silicone or anything that's going to mess with it. I pointed out earlier that when you're using a compound, use a Body Shop safe compound. We have special compounds that we use before our coatings that help. There's no dust, there's no oil in them, there's no silicone. It's just a pure compound. Not as good for when you're strictly detailing, because then it doesn't fill in the little imperfections, so you actually got to be good at what you're doing. Hard for a lot of detailers, but for what we're doing, it's the only way to go. Then you know you truly corrected the paint, and it's all good. So right now, before I start, I'm going to wipe this down with the IP. If you got any questions, just let me know. I'm trying to set up the camera because it always turns sideways, so I don't have the best camera angle. I'm trying to set it up on this little table, but I'll try and get it so you can at least see what's going on. Today we're working at Car Wash Services. They got us in here. They sell detailing supplies, everything you need. If you look behind me, it's a huge showroom. So if you're in Arizona, you can order from them online too at Car Wash Services, I think, or I don't know their website, I forgot. Steel Image Online. So if you check them out there for any detailing or cleaning supplies, they'll have it. I'm gonna back this table up a little more. Alright, cool. Like I said, I'm gonna wipe this down right now with the IP alcohol. Get rid of any last little bit of silicones or waxes that are on here before we do the coating. And we'll be ready to roll. So all this is just half alcohol, half water. Same IP alcohol you can go buy at Walgreens or anywhere else. Nothing cool. Just gonna mix down 1 pound, wipe it clean. Make sure there's nothing we missed. Once you put this coating on, it's gonna be locked in there. So the prep work is the most important part of a coating. If you don't prep it right, it'll never turn out good in the end. Like anything, the actual coating is pretty easy to do, but the prep work takes the time. Wipe down the whole car. And there shouldn't be much silicone or oil on here, or wax, because the Body Shop compound I use will take most of that off. But we just want to be sure. Like I said, anything that's on here now is on here forever. When you're dealing with coatings, you got to think more like a painter than a detailer. When you're detailing, you can go back through and fix any mistakes you make, unless you burn through the paint. But when you're doing coatings, it's got to be right. If you guys got any questions, ask them. I get bored talking to myself, so I'd rather answer questions for you. I just try and get the door handles real good because they're always oily from people's hands touching them and all the nasty crap that people touch during the day. So I try and get real good on the door handles, make sure there's no oil on them. Also, anywhere where like these door edge guards, clear bras, not as much for any of you guys that do wraps, but anybody else, you want to pay attention to where the edges are, like on your the little clear strips on your door to protect your doors. make sure and clean that out real good, because once you coat over it, it's gonna lock any of that dirt in there and be a problem for you later. So just use your IP, wipe that out real good and try and get that out of there. That's same with clear bras. Sometimes they'll do a clear bra on half the hood. You wanna make sure and get that seam real clean. Otherwise it's just gonna look dirty forever. India, no, I don't think so. I don't know, I never looked into it before. I could check. International shipping's super expensive. But if not, I think there's probably some companies that are selling stuff over there. I can check with my distributors, see if any of them do. But at least hopefully I can help you out with on how to use them. Again, right now we're just using the IP alcohol and water. Taking off any last little bit of wax, silicones, oils from people's hands, anything like that. We don't want anything underneath this coating. Alright, we got it all wiped down. So now it's ready. It's time for the coating. Turtle Wax did ship you wax. Let me check with my distributors. I'll message you. I know you're on. I follow you too, so I'll shoot you a message later today. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Trying to learn how to convey it a little better. So, all right. I'm gonna grab the box. I'll show you what's inside of there, and we'll go from there. All right, this is the coating I'm gonna use. It's made by Simonize. They're one of the oldest wax companies around. It's called a diamond plate. So, inside the kit, here's the actual bottle. This is the actual coating. This will do it'll easily do a large regular size truck. You know, not like a semi, but it'll do a full size truck. For boats and RVs, I usually buy 2 kits at least. Some of the big ones, you might even need 3 kits. So inside here, you got your microfiber towel. I got plenty of those. The applicator sponge, and then the vision blade for the glass. These things are awesome. Once you put this on your glass, the rain runs right off of it. So even like when you're doing these wraps and stuff, throw these on your customers' cars, they'll love you for it. They're pretty cheap and it's nice. Black gloves already got on. The little vision blade sticker, in case you need another sticker. Alright, cool. Now I'm gonna start here. All we're gonna do on this, open it up. Got your little applicator sponge, stick it to it, and just kind of get the coating in the sponge. You don't need a whole lot, but you want to make sure and get enough. So, and get the whole side of the sponge nice and wet. Okay, I'm gonna get over here. I gotta work kind of fast, so I'm not gonna sit around too long, but I'm gonna talk about straight lines, back and forth, no side to side, and then once you get all one panel at a time, get it nice and coated, and then you're gonna go back through with the micro. I'll show you. I always start on my hood, starting right in the center, a nice straight line. Back and forth, straight lines, unbroken. This stuff dries real flat, so it's not gonna matter too much. But when you're a perfectionist, any kind of imperfection are gonna show. You'll be able to polish it a little too if you had to. The straighter your lines, the cleaner it's gonna look. Okay, so that's one side of the hood. Come over here. Hit the other side of the hood. You want to overlap each pass. I overlap like 60-40. I overlap about 60% of each pass and 40% of new pass. This way we know we don't miss it. We're going to do a couple coats as well. The other coats will make sure we catch anything that got missed. But it's better just not to miss anything. Okay, so that takes care of the hood. Now while the hood's drying, I'm gonna work. Nice, you got an R8? I like those. They're good cars. That's one of the Audis I really like. We just got a new Porsche too, so another fun, fast car. All right, cool. So as the hood's drying, you don't want it to dry too long, but you want it to harden up. So while it's drying, I'm gonna go ahead and do the next panel, and then I can bounce back and forth. So I'm gonna get this fender done on this side. It's just the way I work. I always go on the same pattern. That way I don't miss stuff, because I get distracted. I'll get on my phone, people will call, whatever happens, things get missed. So I got my hood. Now I'm gonna go do this fender and come around the bumper. Once I get the whole front done, I'm gonna go back through and polish it off with the microfiber. So I'll talk to you about that when I get to it, but I'm gonna hurry and get this on real quick. Again, if you didn't see it before, applicator pad. Get a little bit of product on there. You don't need to saturate it, just enough. It's got a sponge in there, so it's gonna hold some. Nice straight lines as you're applying. Start at the top and just work your way down. Making sure to get everything real well. Headlights, and then I'm going to work my way across the bumper. I'm not going to apply it on any of this plastic, just onto the paint. Keep it off of the plastics, especially the darker matte finish plastics. And then back to the bumper, and just work my way around the car. Other headlight. Finish off the bumper. Now I'm going to reapply to my, or refill my little applicator here. A couple of splashes onto it. And my other fender. Okay. So that'll give us a good first coat. Now, they supply a microfiber, so I'm going to use theirs. I got plenty of them, but now we're just going to take our, nice, what kind of Porsche was it? Okay, super soft microfiber, clean. The dark colored ones are nice because it'll show any lint. Now here's why I don't use theirs as much. They have this little tag on here that's hard to pull off, but it has to come off. Don't ever leave these tags on. That tag will scratch your paint. So you see with this one, it left a little bit of strings and stuff in there. I don't like that. I won't use it. I'm gonna get a different micro. So right here, no tag. Clean microfiber, much better off. Same right here. There's nothing on this one. So now we're just gonna go back over the areas that we coated, and we're gonna wipe it all with the microfiber. Same thing, straight lines. Making sure to get everything off nice and clean. And this will level you out. And polish out your coating. As it's drying, you kind of see some little lines in it and stuff. once you wipe it with this micro